Welcome to this meditation for new beginnings. My name is Mahi. I've been a meditation teacher for 7 years now, and I've taken a long reroute to come back to teaching meditations, which is my great love. I've been studying to become a therapist in the meantime, but as I was doing so, as I was studying other approaches to healing, the one thing that I always came back to was meditation. And as I'm kicking off a new project, I'm also sharing the amplification that I believe this practice can bring to any new start, because it's a practice that I'm doing myself, which makes any new beginning embodied and supported by your subconscious intelligence. So, without further ado, welcome to the New Beginnings meditation. This is really for any new beginning. So, like for me, it is the start of a new project and just having finished my book. But it can also be the beginning of the new year. It's at the end of December now when I'm recording this, and the new year is about to start. So, it's also perfect to do this at the end of the new year, the beginning of the end of the old year and the beginning of the new year. It's also really good to do this when a relationship has broken down, or when it's almost your birthday, or your birthday has just happened. Now, something that you can use during this meditation is a candle. It can help if you're a very visual person, but you don't need it in order to practice this approach. And if you do want to bring in a candle, please pause this meditation and grab it for yourself. You can use one candle and one item to light the candle. And then I'm going to begin taking us on this journey inwards. And so I'm going to invite you to close your eyes. And if it's available to you, I invite you to inhale in through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. We're going to do that 4 more times. Inhaling in through the nose and exhaling out through the mouth. And see if, like me, you can start making some swooshing sounds or some whistling sounds on your exhale. We do that because making sound signals the nervous system that it's safe to be here. 2 more. Inhale in through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. Final one. Sighing it all out. And wherever you are, I assume that you're sitting down as you're meditating. Maybe give your body a very little wiggle, a little jiggle, so you can feel your sitting bones, so you can feel this body moving a little bit from side to side. And if you want, you can continue inhaling in through the nose and exhaling out through the mouth, just to feel that awareness of your body deepening. Letting go perhaps of the jiggle now and allowing your next exhales to make your body a little bit more heavy, carried by the earth underneath, carried by the pillow underneath. And whenever I share a meditation, you'll often hear me say to look inwards, to gaze inwards with your curiosity glasses. What I mean by putting on your curiosity glasses is that we can very quickly, quickly go inwards with the idea that we need to fix something. We need to be more silent. We need to be more focused. Whatever we demand of ourselves. But there is so much more openness and relaxation and peace available to us when we gaze inwards simply with curiosity instead of wanting to fix or wanting to do another thing. So I invite you to symbolically, energetically put on your inner curiosity glasses and gaze into your inner world, into your body. And I'm here to guide you. You don't need to do much more than be curious. And gazing inwards, where do you find yourself looking inwards? Is that within the head? Are you seeing yourself inside of your head? Or are you noticing this inward gaze, looking into the chest? Or are you noticing perhaps this inward gaze, gazing even further down into the stomach or in the lower belly, perhaps even the legs? And with curiosity, we're observing this inner space of ours. Now I am inviting you to bring into your inner world the previous year or the previous relationship or chapter that you're leaving behind. You might notice that this comes to you in a visual way. But for this practice, I invite you to feel whether there's any part of the body that feels more alive than other parts when it comes to the previous chapter that you're coming from. So are you noticing a sensation somewhere in the body? It could also be numbness. It could also be a discomfort, a tingling, or simply an awareness of a place inside the body that feels more present than others. And allow yourself to trust that for now and go to it. Where does the previous chapter live inside this body? And as you allow the curiosity to lead you towards that space in the body, and it might also be that it's slightly outside of the body, but if any place responded in the body, then head on over and allow your curiosity and your presence to arrive there. If you have grabbed a candle and something to light the candle, I invite you to light this candle now. And if it's you and your body, then that's perfect as well. Stay with whatever part of the body invited you in. And if you've taken a light to the candle, close your eyes again and go back to that body part and bring your presence to it, and continue to be curious in what else you are seeing when it comes to the previous chapter that you're leaving behind. Meaning, are you seeing any colors? Are you seeing some memories flash by? Perhaps you're seeing shapes or people, and let them pass by. You're observing with your curiosity glasses. And perhaps, like for me right now, it's simply the sensation of the body showing me a space, showing me where it lives. Now I invite you to bring one or both hands towards this space in the body, having the hand touch this body part. Recognizing whatever came up. And in order to give space for the new to arrive, we say to this sensation, we say to this experience, thank you. And use your words, use your voice if you can. Say thank you. And in your own words or using my words, I also invite you to say, I release what may be released from this chapter. I release what may be released from this chapter. And I make space for the new to arrive. I make space for the new to arrive. If you have a candle with you, I invite you now to blow out the candle and watch the smoke carry away all that may be released in this moment in time. Releasing also wherever the hand has, or the hands have been placed. Allowing them to rest wherever. And then taking a deep inhale and exhale out through the mouth. We're taking a very similar approach, but this time for the chapter that is arriving. So with the eyes closed, I invite you to bring online the chapter that is now arriving, the year that is arriving, the version of you that is arriving. And with your curious glasses, notice wherever in the body you are starting to feel even the slightest bit of sensation of the energy of the chapter that is now arriving. And wherever your awareness is naturally drawn into, no matter how small, allow it to go there and allow your presence to hover or even go into that space. And wherever we bring our presence, we strengthen it. Whatever we focus on, we give energy to. So you might notice that your presence grows this experience. And also here you might bring one hand or both hands towards this space, saying, I see you. And if you have a candle, I invite you to now light it for the chapter that is arriving. And if you've lit the candle again, close the eyes and return to the space in your body that draws in your attention for the next chapter. And you might notice that here you also start seeing a color, a person, or people. You might notice in this area seeing a version of you or seeing a symbol. Let it pass. A word. Let it exist. Breathing more life into this space. I invite you to start using your voice and either use my words or find a way to welcome this sensation in deeper, perhaps stating, thank you. I welcome you in deeper. As I wake and as I sleep. Thank you. I welcome you in deeper. As I awake and as I sleep. to stay here for a moment longer to have this new chapter energy grow simply by having our presence there. Now, I invite you to release your hands from that place or keep them there if it feels more comfortable. But I also invite you to bring an embrace to your body, either to your belly, bringing both hands to the opposite side, holding yourself for a moment and, in your own words, thanking this body for signaling to you and letting you in to its wisdom. And very slowly, in your own pace, I invite you to start parting the eyelids, keeping a soft gaze. If you lit that candle, I invite you on your next exhale to blow it out. Allowing the smoke to dissipate. And whether you had that candle or not, the fact that you were able to feel these things in your body makes it already real. Makes the release felt and makes the arriving chapter already having begun. If you'd like to deepen this for yourself with the insights that you just saw, you might find a symbol for what you experience. So for the release and what we're leaving behind, whatever it is that you saw, how could you give rise to that in a symbolic way? Could you write down what you saw on a piece of paper and perhaps give it to the fire? Or is there a symbol that might work otherwise? A good example would perhaps be, for me, what I'm releasing. I saw that a lot in my right hip, and it didn't really have a word or a person, but it just had a color, the color of blue. And so when I think of the color blue, I think of water. And so for me, the symbolic gesture to help me release feels like taking a bath and letting the water afterwards go through the drain, and allowing that to be a symbolic release. But then when I looked at the left side, it wasn't so much a color, I just felt presence. And the word presence came up. So that's my invitation to keep practicing. Continue to practice with presence, as I always do. Which I love. And maybe you want to share what it is that you're releasing, what it is that you're receiving, and what's to come. But like I said, simply because you can feel it already means that it is embodied, that it's already materializing. And that's powerful. You are powerful. If you'd like to make meditation something that's a bit more steady in your new chapter, I'm opening up a meditation club called the Inner Explorers Club that has weekly meditations, both live and pre-recorded, and I would love to welcome you to be a part of it. By the time I recorded this meditation, I opened the waitlist, which you can access below. And I hope to see you there. We're a growing community of internationals who love meditation, and my approach to meditation will always be with curiosity and playfulness on whichever topic this human experience can give us. So definitely check it out. And if you like this meditation, it means the world to a creator like myself to have you share this meditation perhaps with a friend or with your community or on social media. It actually helps a lot for those, putting themselves out there. So if you want, you know what to do. And I hope to see you at the next journey. I'm sending you so much love.